sunlight dappled through ancient trees and whispering woods. A hidden amusement park buzzed with distant laughter. Pip, a small, timid raccoon, walked with his parents. His tiny paws crunched on fallen leaves. The narrator's voice, warm and inviting, set the scene. This magical world awaited their adventure. They approached the park entrance, adorned with carved wood. A sign read, "Forest Fun Park, welcome." The air filled with music and cheerful animal chatter. Pip's eyes widened, a mix of wonder and apprehension. Bustling woodland creatures hurried past them. His parents noticed his hesitation. A gentle nudge. Mother Raccoon smiled. "It's okay, little one." Father Raccoon gestured towards the vibrant rides. They encouraged him to explore, to take it slow. First, the acorn carousel spun gently. Pip sat on a carved squirrel, holding tight. His initial fear slowly began to melt away. A tentative smile touched his small face. Next, they tried the leaf glide, a gentle swing ride. He felt the wind in his fur, a new sensation. Laughter bubbled up from deep within him. Pip watched other young animals, full of energy. A boisterous fox cub chased its tail. A curious squirrel chattered excitedly. They played without a care, full of joy. Pip felt a pang of longing to join them. His confidence grew with each small success. He pointed to a towering structure in the distance. The giant redwood drop loomed, immense and thrilling. Its peak disappeared into the leafy canopy. A mix of terror and fascination gripped him. He imagined the stomach-lurching plunge. A secret yearning sparked in his tiny heart. Could he ever conquer such a colossal ride? His parents exchanged knowing glances. They saw the flicker of courage in his eyes. The day was still young, full of possibilities. Pip took a deep breath, the park sounds enveloping him. He felt a growing sense of adventure. The forest park held more than just rides. It held challenges and perhaps new friends. He looked at the redwood drop one last time. A silent promise formed in his mind. Maybe, just maybe, he would ride it. His parents smiled, ready for the next adventure. Pip, no longer so timid, took a step forward. The magical world of the park beckoned him. They wandered towards a bustling food stall. Sweet aromas of berry tarts filled the air. Pip munched on a delicious acorn cookie. He watched a group of young animals nearby. A playful otter splashed in a small fountain. A badger cub tried to catch falling leaves. They seemed so carefree, so brave. Pip wished he had their easy confidence. He took another bite, pondering his next move. The redwood drop still called to him. He imagined the thrill, the rush of wind. A decision began to form in his small heart. Pip watched the other young animals, a mix of awe and longing. He saw a daring fox, a clever squirrel, and a cheerful badger. They laughed, pointing at the thrilling rides. Pip felt a pull, but fear still held him back. His parents smiled, encouraging him from a distance. The fox, named Rusty, noticed Pip's hesitation. Rusty bounded over, tail wagging excitedly. "Hey there, want to join us?" Rusty chirped. Pip shuffled his feet, looking at the ground. The squirrel, Squeaky, scampered closer, offering a nut. "Don't be shy, we're heading to the twisting vine coaster." The badger, Barnaby, gave a warm, reassuring grin. Pip's heart fluttered, a tiny spark of courage igniting. He looked at the friendly faces, then at the towering coaster. He took a deep breath. A small nod his answer. Rusty cheered, Squeaky chattered, Barnaby clapped his paws. Together, They walked towards the twisting vine coaster entrance. Pip felt a new sensation, shared excitement. They boarded the coaster, Pip in the middle. The ride began, slow clicks ascending the track. Pip squeezed his eyes shut, bracing for the drop. A whoosh! The wind whipped past his ears. He heard Rusty's joyful shouts, Squeaky's delighted squeals. Tentatively, Pip opened one eye, then the other. The forest blurred into green and brown streak. He let out a surprised, joyful giggle. The coaster twisted and turned. A thrilling dance, they emerged, breathless and laughing, from the ride. Pip's smile was wide, genuine, and unafraid. "That was amazing," he exclaimed, eyes shining. Next, they tackled the mushroom bounce. Giant mushrooms bounced them high into the air. Pip soared, feeling light and free, no longer timid. Each success built his confidence, brick by brick. He was part of the group, a friend among friends. Finally, they stood before the giant redwood drop. It loomed, a colossal challenge, just as before. Pip's heart pounded, but it was different now. Anticipation mixed with a familiar thrill. Rusty nudged him, a supportive grin on his snout. Squeaky chattered, "You can do it, Pip." Barnaby gave a thumbs up, radiating warmth. Pip looked up at the towering structure. He remembered his secret yearning to conquer it. This time, he wasn't alone. He had his friends. He took a deep, steadying breath. "Let's do it," Pip declared, his voice firm. A collective cheer erupted from the group. They boarded the ride, climbing to dizzying heights. The view from the top was breathtaking. Pip looked at his friends, their faces alight. The ride paused, a moment of suspense. Then the plunge. A rush of wind and speed. Pip let out a scream, loud and clear. It wasn't a scream of terror, but pure exhilaration. He felt the triumph, the joy of overcoming. They landed with a splash, soaking wet and laughing. Pip had conquered his fear, embraced the thrill. Friendship had transformed his timid heart. The forest park became a crucible of growth.